Above all, hands must be thoroughly washed after visiting the lavatory. This is a point which can't be too frequently or too strongly stressed. Food poisoning germs are carried in the bowels and very easily transferred to fingers and hands. If, as may easily happen, you have a cut, a boil or other sore, make sure that it is covered by a proper dressing. A dirty dressing is both ugly and dangerous. Clean habits are as important as clean hands. When handling food, avoid coughing on it or sneezing on it or breathing on it. If you feel you must cough or have a sneeze, then place a handkerchief to your mouth and turn your head away. Never sneeze over food. Another golden rule is never to lick your fingers when handling food. If you do this, you may easily transfer germs from your lips to the food which you're preparing or serving. And don't, repeat don't, ever do this sort of thing. Use your mouth and breath for singing or whistling or playing a mouth organ, but never, repeat never, for blowing open a paper bag into which food will be put. In the restaurant kitchen, as in the shop, there are right and wrong ways of doing things. Fingers, for example, should never be used for arranging food on a plate. A napkin, on the other hand, offers a simple and effective form of protection from contamination by touch. On no account should hair or face be touched when food is being handled. Otherwise, there's a danger of germs being transferred from the head or face to the food which is being served. Dirty habits breed flies, and flies are notorious carriers of disease. So also are rats, which are recognized as among the most dangerous and destructive of man's enemies. Scrupulous cleanliness is the only sure defense against these vermin, and the one hope of ultimately keeping their numbers in check. There's little point in having clean hands and clean habits if aprons and overalls and dust coats are grubby. Clean aprons and overalls and dust coats not only look well, but please the customer. They're also hygienic and keep the food poison germs at bay. Nobody looks better than a chef in spotless cap and apron working in his kitchen. The same holds good for his female colleague. And what is more attractive than a waitress in freshly laundered bib and apron? In these days, when pre-cooked foods are becoming more and more popular, and when more and more shops are installing refrigerators in which to keep them, it is important to know that if cooked food is heated, then it must be reheated very thoroughly indeed. Liquid foods like soups and stews must be brought to boiling point. Solids like meat and pies must be made piping hot, far hotter than you could eat them without burning yourself.